Charlie Chaplin, Buster Keaton, Harold Lloyd, Laurel and Hardy. A bunch of dudes from the black and white era of comedy. Practically ancient history. Actually, that's not fair. They're icons of their era. Hugely successful and massively influential. But are they still funny? Let's take a look. First up, the man they call the Great Stoneface, Buster Keaton. No one had more dedication to the physical side of comedy than he did. He was like a live action cartoon. Wait for it, watch his legs, whoa! And this one is all about the pause. You know something's gonna go wrong, and boom! Did you see that coming? He was his own stuntman. No CGI, no special effects, and really, no health and safety laws. That's really him with a real set crashing down in front of him. It gets harder and harder to predict what will happen. Where's he going? And that was really him. Whack! And look at this, sliding on his neck. No way you can do any of this today. Timing is everything. Wait for the pause. Wait, there he is. And this shot is important as well, as we see things from his perspective, as well as our own. We know something bad's gonna happen, yet he doesn't. And there's the pause again. Bang. Timing is everything. And ultimately, you can decide for yourself. Does he ask for trouble, or is he the victim of circumstance? So that was Buster Keaton, a man who can boast 6 films on Rotten Tomatoes with a score of 100%. Well, he can't actually boast, he's dead, but you get what I mean. So what do you reckon? I think he's pretty funny. His action, his comedy, not all of it holds up, of course, but still not bad. But now, let's compare him to the biggest icon of the era, Charlie Chaplin. My first impression is, he relies a lot on facial expressions. And he takes a while to get to the gag. See? But I think audiences must have appreciated his gracefulness. And he can sell a punch like the best of them. Rather than big stunts, his storytelling focuses on confrontation and misunderstandings. And his choreography is exquisite. And you know what? In some ways, you can almost call him the first hardcore wrestler. Is he the funniest? Well, no. Is he the most successful, iconic, and influential? Hell yes. In fact, when receiving an honorary Oscar in 1972, he received a record 12-minute standing ovation. Do you find him funny? I'm interested in your comments below. Otherwise, let's move on to my personal favourites, Laurel and Hardy. Best friends, yet constantly fighting. The only double act on this list. Boom. Unlike Chaplin or Keaton, they're not crafty or unlucky. Their characters are stupid. And even though they have a habit of using the same gags over and over, it still always works. So unlike the others, there are no innocent bystanders. They're both victims of each other. Look at this. It's almost like watching the 2 criminals from Home Alone. And out of all the acts on this list, they're the only ones who were even more successful once silent films ended. To this day, they're acknowledged as the greatest comedy duo of all time. And not just by me, by all these great names as well. What do you reckon? Can you think of a better double act? Or one that doesn't copy their formula? While you have a think, let's look at our last act, Harold Lloyd. Much like his contemporaries, a policeman was a favourite to play tricks against. Every comedy character needs an authority figure in order to create conflict. And for someone who looks so well dressed and sophisticated, when he does things like this, it becomes even more funny. And that's about as funny as he gets. It's not quite my cup of tea either. I don't know if he's missing a certain charm or charisma, but it's a no from me. His character though was very popular, as he represented ambitious young American men of the roaring 20s, and later on in life, he took a keen interest in photography, particularly nude models, including Marilyn Monroe. Okay, so maybe he is my cup of tea after all. So there we have it. 4 silent era legends, and in my opinion, some are funny, some are meh. But what do you think? Please comment below. There's nothing left to say except thanks for watching, and that's all, folks.